So performing children's theater takes a special kind of magic and imagination. What were you trying to achieve with this production, and how did using a cast of young actors fit into that equation?
Yeah, for the production itself, one thing I do, anytime I do what they call a TYA, Theater for Young Audiences, I direct it as if I was directing any other show. I think that it's wrong to talk down to kids. It bothers me. Obviously, we gear certain moments and certain pictures to kids so that we find things that will resonate with them. But we never think of them as less than any other audience we ever have. And it always seems to work. I did Alice in Wonderland that way. I did Snow White years and years ago when we were in the high school that way. And it plays really well. Luckily, we also have great material like Shrek that plays sort of like the old-fashioned Warner Brothers cartoons, which are, there's a level that the adults will enjoy and there's a level for the kids to enjoy. And I think it's got a great story that kind of creeps up on anybody who's seeing it and experiencing it. So I'm hoping that will work. The younger people in our company, we call the young company. I expect the same of them as anybody else. Once we've done a scene, no more books. And you just expect that, and they do it. You don't have to draw it out of them. They're here because they want to be here, and they seem to be having a really good time. And they're getting to work with amazing people in an amazing physical production. They're getting to wear costumes that I think nobody's ever seen around here before. I think it's going to be a real experience for them when they come out of it.
And this is the second time this summer you've worked with most of these kids. Do you notice subtle changes in their skills or attitudes or approach to performance?
I think the intern program makes you grow up pretty fast. It's 90 days. Some of it seems to be going by so fast, and some of it seems to be like, when do we leave? I'm sure, for them. Having been one, I was the same way. At one point I was like, good God, is it only July 1st? And then we're in August, and I said, oh my God, it's almost over. They came here with an incredible set of tools in their toolboxes, and we were incredibly lucky to have fully formed professionals when they got here. It doesn't always work that way, I can attest to that. But I think the experiences they've had and the directors they've gotten to work with, it's sharpening their instincts a little bit. I see that I don't have to ask very much, or I can offer a few phrases and they give me the performance I want. And you can tell that they're becoming more seasoned. But the basic skills, they came with themselves. And you just can't put a price on that. It makes directing a lot easier.
So what do you think the program and you in these two shows has been able to teach these young professionals this summer? And it's inherently designed to impart certain skills, but is there something special or magical that happens on top of those
Absolutely.
skills? And what?
Beyond all of that, I hope that every one of them leaves here and takes this with them. Every time they go to a job, they need to realize just how lucky they are to get to do something that they love. Too many people have to get up in the morning and go to jobs that they hate. Sometimes you have to do survival jobs between the jobs that are your true love. But to get to be able to do this every single day, that's a gift. It's a gift. It's as hard work as any other work. It's a career and it's a commitment, but they are so lucky to get to do it. And I hope every single time when they're at other jobs and things are having a bad day, they still remember that they could be doing something else that they don't like.
More.
Yeah.
About this special group of interns this summer, what will you miss most?
Oh, I love just the informal chats. I mean, yes, being in the room and having that discovery happen and the spark between us, which is the relationship between the director and the actor, and certainly all of these brilliant technicians too, because good God, the things they've been able to do in a week's time. I'll miss the day-to-day. I love hanging out with them. I love, just the chit-chat we have on a break. I love their sense of humor. They're so sharp. And it's because they're smart. Smart people are funny. The wittiest people are really, really intelligent. And you can tell that there's so much going on behind the eyes. I'll miss that. I consider each one of them a dear friend, and because of our age difference, I refer to them as my kids, but I know for a fact that they are very fully formed adults. I get it. But I will miss knowing how their day is. I'll miss knowing how that performance went, or how, I've been away a few days, I come see the show, I see them, and I say, how are things going? And I hear how things are going. I'm gonna miss that a lot. I really care a great deal about them.